12 signs you're eating too much sugar or processed carbohydrates. This video is for educational purposes only and is no substitute for medical advice or care. Please speak with your doctor. Sign number 1 is the midday slump. One of the most common signs that you're eating too much sugar is where you suddenly feel very tired and sleepy between 1 to 3 p.m. Eating too much sugar or starch in the morning or the afternoon makes your blood sugars rise a little too high. Insulin in your blood then pushes these blood sugars down too sharply, causing you to have low blood sugars. And this makes you feel very tired, brain foggy, and drowsy in the afternoon. 2. Constantly thirsty. If you feel thirsty all of the time, even after drinking a lot of water, you get a persistent dry mouth, or you're constantly going to the toilet to urinate, especially at night. You likely have high blood sugars because you're eating the wrong foods. Your kidneys are dumping more water to try and get rid of the extra sugar that's in your blood, and this leaves you feeling thirsty. Sign number 3, collagen loss. If you notice that your skin is starting to sag and lose its natural bounce-back elasticity, this may be caused by high blood sugars and eating too many processed carbohydrates. What's happening is the extra sugar in your blood is binding to the proteins in your skin, making it more prone to wrinkles and sagging. Sugar also depletes your vitamin C reserves, which causes collagen loss as well. 4. Blurry vision. You may notice in one or both of your eyes that your vision suddenly becomes blurry when your blood sugars are high. The glucose sugar that's in your blood starts leaking from the blood vessels into the lenses of your eyes. The sugar then draws water into the lenses, which change their shape and affects how the light enters the retina. This causes your vision to become very blurry, and it's harder to focus and read. This is why people with diabetes usually also need prescription eyeglasses, because the sugar damages their eyes in the long term. Sign 5. Red gums. Whenever you eat refined sugar or processed carbohydrates like bread, cereal, or pasta, insulin levels rise to allow the sugar, glucose, to enter your cells. Unfortunately, the extra sugar blocks vitamin C from entering your cells, and sadly, this weakens your gums. The lack of vitamin C causes your gums to bleed more often, and they become redder, especially after brushing your teeth.
Number 6. Hungry between meals, or polyphagia.
Now, when you bombard your cells with lots of sugar and starches, eventually they can't handle any more fuel.
So they start saying no to any more, and they block energy from entering them. This is called insulin resistance. The problem is that this leaves your cells starving for nutrients, so you have this urge and need to eat more snacks, and you feel hungry all the time.
You may eat a very large meal and have a very full stomach, but you still feel the need to keep eating.
This is insulin resistance and is a classic sign that your body needs a rest from all the sugars and starches. Whereas a healthier person, in contrast, can eat 2 solid meals per day and feel very satisfied without needing any food or snacks in between.
Sign number 7, sweet cravings.
Some people also get a strong urge to eat sweet foods after they have consumed a meal. This again is a result of insulin resistance, where your cells are very burnt out and they aren't getting enough fuel. The problem is that eating that sugary snack only starts an endless cycle of cravings. The lack of vitamin C causes your gums to bleed more often, and they become redder, especially after brushing your teeth.
Sign number 8 is a puffy face.
Eating too much sugar or starches also causes your blood to carry more sodium and water. This puts pressure on your blood vessels, and they begin leaking excess water into the spaces between your cells.
Essentially, your body is becoming very waterlogged and swollen, particularly around your face and eyes. Eating better can help your body to dump this extra fluid and bring down the swelling.
When your sinuses get inflamed, mucus can build up like this, causing significant pressure and discomfort right behind the eyes and cheeks.
Lots of people also have a chronic sinus infection all year round, where your nose feels very congested and stuffy, with pressure around your eyes and forehead. Or you may get a constant drip of mucus down your throat that may cause a tickle cough. Unfortunately, sugary foods and starches feeds the microbes that are infecting your sinuses. So your immune system never has the chance to destroy them, causing a sinus infection that just doesn't go away. 10. Constant tiredness.
People who've had high blood sugars or high insulin for a long time also tend to feel tired most of the day.
You'll feel like no matter how much sleep you get, you can never fully recharge.
This is a problem that I suffered with personally quite a lot until I corrected my diet.
The processed foods and the sugars are depleting your electrolytes and your vitamin B1. So all of your cells, including your brain cells, aren't able to make the energy that they need to.
Ever notice a white coating on your tongue? That's usually caused by an overgrowth of yeast or bacteria, but it's easily treatable.
A white coating on your tongue is caused by a fungal infection called Candida. Fungi like Candida lives on sugar, so the more you eat, the more you feed it.
And it spreads across the tongue and to other parts of the body as well.
And 12 is a pounding heart.
This happens when your liver uses up all of your stored potassium and magnesium to try and handle all the sugar, leaving none of these minerals available to keep your heartbeat in its normal rhythm.
This pounding in the chest can also happen when you consume too much caffeine, alcohol, or you exercise too heavily.
Other symptoms. There are also a few other symptoms that you may get if you've had high blood sugar or insulin for a longer period of time. Darkened skin patches that appear on the neck, under the arms, or the folds of the body are caused by pre-diabetes. Personally, I find that when I keep the starches and the sugars out of my diet, my mind and my body relaxes quite a lot better. And if you get a cold more than 2 to 3 times a year, the junk foods may be weakening your immune system, leaving you open to infections. Now, if you have a selection of the signs and symptoms seen in this video, it's very important to start taking steps to fix your diet and normalize your blood sugars. Because eventually, if left unchecked, these symptoms can worsen and can lead to type 2 diabetes,
which of course we don't want.
The #1 test for pre-diabetes and diabetes. If you want to, ask your doctor for a HOMA-IR test, which is a simple blood test that measures more accurately your level of insulin resistance. A HOMA-IR value that's above 1.9 usually indicates that there's pre-diabetes, and the higher the number, the more severe the problem. The good news, however, is that whatever the case, you can lower this number and get much healthier by correcting your diet. Fixing your diet.
Now, to restore your health and bring your blood sugars and insulin levels back to normal,
You must begin cutting out the highly processed foods that contain a lot of starch and sugar. These include things like bread, whether it be whole grain or white, biscuits, pastries, cereals, cakes, sweet. These foods are all very highly refined, which removes a lot of the fiber and the phytonutrients, causing your blood sugar to spike. You need to start replacing these foods with healthier proteins and fats, like ham, beef, eggs, turkey, pork, salmon. For breakfast in particular, you should avoid cereal, bagels, and donuts, and maybe consider eating a simple omelet with some hard cheese instead. Gradually start to lower your processed carbohydrates to less than 50 grams in an average day.
You'll notice a more stable mood, better energy levels, and less cravings the more you do this over time.
How to normalize blood sugars. There are also some very simple tips that you can follow to get your health back on track and reverse the symptoms seen in this video. Firstly, we have morning lemon water. Start your day with a glass of lemon water by mixing 12 ounces of water with eggs every day. I recommend including 2 to 3 eggs in your daily diet. Eggs control your appetite, stabilize blood sugar, and reduce insulin resistance. Apple cider vinegar capsules. Take 3 apple cider vinegar capsules before meals, and make sure that your chosen brand doesn't contain. The acetic acid in the vinegar slows the release of sugars into your blood, preventing spikes and crashes. Intermittent fasting. Do intermittent fasting by eating all your daily calories within an 8-hour window, drinking only water outside of this period. This is very good because it significantly reduces cravings, and it helps to normalize your blood sugar levels within just a week. Vegetable fiber. Try to load up your plate with leafy greens, fresh herbs, and some berries to boost soluble fiber intake. This slows sugar absorption and helps to maintain stable blood sugar levels through the day. Poor sleep and high stress levels can lead to higher cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone that spikes your blood sugar and makes your cells more resistant to insulin. Also, lower your stress levels by meditating, using deep breathing exercises, hiking, or aromatherapy to keep your cortisol levels in check. Anti-diabetic spices. I also suggest cooking with time-tested spices that improve insulin sensitivity. Like all of these spices have anti-inflammatory properties and will help to regulate blood sugar levels when you're using them regularly in your meals. You can get more B1 from nutritional yeast or sunflower seeds. This vitamin calms your nervous system, provides steady energy, and reduces cravings. Electrolytes. Ensure that you're also getting enough electrolytes like potassium, magnesium, and calcium by eating a daily salad with cruciferous vegetables. Drizzle it with a little extra virgin olive oil to improve nutrient absorption and balance out your sugar uptake. Berberine. If you suffer from severe blood sugar issues due to prediabetes or diabetes, consider taking 500 This herbal remedy works similarly to the diabetes drug metformin, but without the side effects. If you'd like to follow a low-carb diet to get your health back on track, there are certain foods that are better than others. Soon, you can learn more about the best foods to eat by tapping on the video that I've put on your screen now. Thank you so much for watching another of my